What's up, everybody? Cliq Nerd.
What's going on, guys? How's everybody? How's everybody living out there, huh?
I hope y'all living good, man.
Man, I'm excited to be here.
Oh, I'm happy today.
Yes, sir. Let's get it, man.
We got people in the house. They're behind the scenes, but it's okay.
Behind the scenes operations.
We got my man Brandon.
We come up a little bit.
That's right. We got my man Brandon in the back. Breezy?
Like Weezy.
Like Weezy. Oh, we coming up like Weezy. Yeah. I got you. Got Mike in the house.
Mike.
Everybody running. Got the technicians in the back.
Let's go.
All right. So what's up? What's the first topic?
Last Ronin.
Oh my.
Just finished 6 issues. An amazing read. Artwork was off the chain. What's the people who did it?
Eric Larson. They brought him back. From back at. You want to grab off the rack right there real quick?
Where?
That's it.
Okay.
That's it.
My bad.
Let's go ahead and read all these people off. Peter Laird, Eastman, Laird. Beautiful episode. Beautiful.
Let's go,
just
man.
Beautiful. Let me tell you guys something.
What you like about it?
So it brought me full circle with the Turtles.
It did.
I mean,
talking about. I felt like we were missing an episode. We were waiting for it for a little bit now.
We've been waiting. Yeah, these came out slow.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
It is what it is. But I'm glad
for
they
it
took
being
time.
6 episodes. I mean, I don't disagree with you on that.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. It's done now. 6 issues. Let's tell you what the ending.
I mean, okay, so like I said, full circle, right?
Okay.
So I grew up with the Turtles. Turtles were my thing.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta say that other than He-Man and like maybe Thundercats, the Turtles were where it was at for me. I saw it, fell in love with it, 1987. Woo! So then this new take on it, Elseworld Story, I believe, it just shows how tight-knit the brothers are. Mm-hmm. Shows how tight-knit they were with their family. Shows how strong they are.
Yeah, because even with them not being there, they're still there.
Right.
Still giving Mike wisdom, still teaching, still messing with him the same way they would be.
They don't cut him no slack. They're still giving him crap.
I mean, they're pretty much hard on him. I mean, like, they call him dumb because, like, is that your plan? You're going to kamikaze for this last hurrah?
I mean, and then Don, always the calculating person, saying, "He's sure. I understand why you don't."
Not looking that great. Got like 13%.
In case you don't know what we're saying, this is the final confrontation with a turtle and a clan that goes down hardcore.
Yeah, with the foot.
Yeah. Let me tell you.
So about that fight between him and Resurrected Shredder.
Okay, so
Shredder wannabe. Let's say Shredder wannabe.
Yeah, the 2.0, but really wasn't that great.
Not the original.
You're right. So he had what looked like extremist armor on.
Nanotech, nanobites. It was just like it looked like Terminator 2. That liquid.
The liquid metal. That's what I mean by the Stark. If anybody ever knows about Tony Stark, he had the extremists and. That nanotech would just go into him and he didn't have to hold the suit all the time.
So Mikey's just knocking off. He's using the staff bow. He's using the sword. He's knocking stuff off.
Proficient.
He's just kind of like the metal is just kind of like re-healing back on.
So he goes for his final battle with this guy. It is insane.
Yeah.
But I'm going to tell you, I don't want to spoil the ending. He probably will let you know what happens in it. I can't bring.
I won't spoil it for anybody.
You need to read this book.
If you're a fan of the Turtles,
you need to read this book.
If you're a fan of the Turtles, I mean, it gives you growth out of the Turtles. You get a little, story of like how they, from becoming teenagers to, adult Turtles, a version of it, whatnot.
Yeah.
And you get to see what happens to each one of them, and then you see Mikey trying to deal with it all. The one likely one that you wouldn't think would survive is the one holding it down for the Turtle Clan.
And strong too. I mean, and coming through with the wisdom of all 4 Turtles, Mikey's on top. Yeah. MC Mikey in the house. So anyway, I'm gonna rate this book, and this under careful consideration. I gotta say,
careful stuff.
Yeah, because turtles are near and dear to me, man. My whole background, I look like a damn turtle.
I'm not gonna argue with you.
So I'm gonna give this a rare 10.
10.
Yeah, man.
Give me, and I am gonna challenge you. Give me the reason for the 10, and don't prolong it, but just give me why 10.
No sugarcoat.
Yeah, why 10? Don't sugarcoat it, but don't prolong it. Just give us
Sweet and simple.
Yeah. Why a 10? What about this comic book? All the comics you've read, you're giving it the highest rating.
I can sum it up in one word.
Okay.
Closure. Because I've been with them for so long that the finally seeing it full circle actually gives me hope for new Turtles to come in, maybe. Ooh, did I give away a spoiler?
A little spoiler right there.
I'm sorry.
A little spoiler at the end there. So, definitely a good rating. I like that. I appreciate the honesty in that, with it, closure.
What about you? Yeah.
I'm going to go just with 8.5. Just because of the fact that, it was a really good read. I do love the Turtles. It felt like closure, but it felt like a rebirth.
So what was lacking to you?
Nothing was really lacking for me. Anything. I just felt that was a proper rating for it because, as it is only 6 issues. 6 issues, and it probably took almost a year for it to come out too. It was a little slow. I was refreshing or looking for this copy for a while now.
Yeah.
But
I mean, you actually hit me up when it dropped.
Oh, I was looking for it.
I was really excited. He said, "Hey, it dropped. You better go get it." I was at the comic book store, TBS. Shout out, by the way, that day.
Yeah. So 8.5 because it did close it for me.
Okay.
And enough room for a rebirth. So
I respect that.
It's still trying to continue, but it was only 6 issues. I know 6 is like the safe for these type of comics, but maybe 10. You know what I'm saying? I felt like they could have did a little bit more.
You think you could have fleshed it out a little bit?
I think a 10. I think 10 wouldn't have hurt nobody. 4 more issues, maybe a little backstory, a little bit more of the ending.
Would you like to see more April and her daughter? Maybe more Casey.
Not even that. Maybe just the endings. Maybe just. I know we see the end of Leonardo Ralph and all that, but maybe before that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because I know
like what led up to the war.
It tells you why in the comic. Yeah. But I don't know. Maybe a little more backstory for me.
Okay.
I just would have liked it a little bit longer.
Okay.
With you ending these type of Turtles and the last Ronin is dope. I just think that it's just give them
just a little bit more.
Just a little bit more. No worries.
Maybe a little bit more bite.
No
like a nerd bite.
Yeah, man.
Shameless plug.
But let's go Spider-Man review.
Okay.
You finally watched Spider-Man Homecoming.
No Way Home.
No Way Home.
Yes.
With the 3, Toby, Andrew, Tom. We need a review on it as well. So let's go ahead. Hit me with it. What was good, bad, yay, no?
I'm a little taken back.
Taken back by. Did you like the action?
Love the action to an extent. I have a little bit of an issue.
Okay. How did you feel about Tom being Spider-Man? How you feel about this third adaptation of him and this storyline with them doing a little bit of magic?
I like Tom.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I just want them. I want him to grow up a little bit.
Okay.
That's my problem with Tom. I feel like he did the whole I'm a kid thing.
Yeah.
And No Way, and Homecoming, and then with Avengers 2.5, Captain America's Civil War. I want him to flesh himself out a little bit. He's still so impressed with everybody.
Yeah. He's definitely not acting like he's been here before.
No,
but and this is no spoilers. It's already been out, so you should have seen it by now. But with this new version with pretty much the blue and red costume at the end. I think you might get that. Because
I love that costume at the end.
I do. I think it's a very good homage.
That's the way it should look.
And I think they can do that. I think there's no reason for them not to continue it that way.
I agree.
I always thought, maybe they don't like the look. Maybe it doesn't look good on film. But they did a good job.
They can adjust anything with the technology they have today. They can adjust anything. And I'm telling you, I think that new costume. I really wish it would have came like maybe a movie sooner because I like it. I really did like it. That was one of the high points for me.
What do you feel about the original story? Like with instead of being Uncle Ben, it's Aunt May. That didn't. I know Aunt May does die eventually, but her pretty much giving him, great power becomes responsibility. Pretty much his whole mantra.
Yeah.
How you feel about all that?
I didn't mind that. I just wish they would have call back to Uncle Ben a little bit because he's such a big part.
Well, that's the thing. She's supposed to be that version of it.
I get it.
There is no Uncle Ben.
I get it.
So I mean, it would have been kind of dope to see if Uncle Ben would have been able to see Peter Parker become Spider-Man and kind of be there for that journey. You don't really get that. He really dies and then he becomes that. That's really the origin of it. With this, she's kind of there, giving guidance and she's kind of supporting him. I mean, she supports him. She's there, at his event. When at the beginning of I think the second Iron Man, Spider-Man. Sorry, I said Iron Man, but when
you're talking about it in Avengers 2.5, which I always call it, but Captain America versus Civil War.
Whatever one where he's there's supposed to be an event, and then it's like all the, I think it's Spider-Man number 2, where it's like at the beginning of the thing, like they're having like a press conference or a little event.
Oh yes, okay, with the whole thing with Happy and that's when you find out Happy and Aunt Mayor. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So like she supports him as being Spider-Man.
I mean, I get that. Yeah. I just wish they would have. I just want to know what happened to Uncle Ben. That's fine. I mean, I get it, but like. Just mention
you miss Uncle Ben being part of it.
I like the dichotomy between May and Ben because that was always the deal. I'm nostalgic. I always know you can change it. I don't mind change, so I'm okay with it.
Okay.
I didn't mind Marissa Tomei's version. I loved it actually. It's finally a version that if she got out of bed too quick, she wouldn't break her head.
Right. And what about the Spider Sense? Were you happy with how he used that when he felt something was going on and he went up getting the Goblin, William Dafoe.
Willem Dafoe. Yeah, okay.
William.
It's very close.
Okay.
But here's the deal. I like the fact that they used it more in this episode, or maybe in this movie, versus the past 2 movies. To be honest with you.
Yeah.
The past 2 movies, I felt like he kind of.
I like that scene, man. I really thought that was a really dope, way to kind of detective kind of. I felt something's off, and
he did feel something was off with him from the very beginning.
I like that fight scene with him and Goblin when he spears him down in the ground and he I like that whole fight scene.
That's my problem with the fight scene. That's where I have a problem with the movie.
I know. I don't understand why you don't think the Goblin should be that strong.
I understand him being that strong, but Spider-Man is strong enough to where you got to remember the first movie or. In the again, Captain America, Civil War, he caught a car.
Yeah, he's always been real strong.
Okay, but then
the Goblin
you move forward to Spider-Man, Far From Home, and this dude's holding a ferry together.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't mean to sound like this guy. I love to immerse myself. The suspension of disbelief. I love immersing myself in comic books, but Willem Dafoe took no damage as he's getting punched through several levels of concrete. None. He was laughing at him the whole time.
I think that was just the point of that movie. I don't think that's...
I think that was a very missed opportunity to show how strong Tom could be, because at the end of that fight scene, Tom looks like he got trashed by the Juggernaut.
I think that was the point. I think that was supposed to be like his true... The comeback story. That was the point.
So you're saying that his strength?
No, it wasn't about the strength. I think that the scenario. I think that Goblin was way too close. He wasn't expecting Goblin. He was in a trusting mode, so he wasn't really knowing what was going on. It wasn't like he started from here and he started from here to fight, and they were bouting. He was a sleeper cell. He wasn't expecting him to come in there and come up, break up shop, and kill. So I guess his guard was down because he was out of all the ones that he was trying to fix. He was his closest. He got closer with Osborn than at all. So I think he was hitting him, but we don't know how hard he was really hitting him because he wasn't really. I think he was just kind of like trying to figure it all out and just kind of out of just reacting and not really thinking about it, just kind of like going off of instinct.
So let me ask you this. With power scaling that, obviously Tobey Maguire's version.
I think Tobey Maguire's version is the strongest because his villain is probably one of the strongest.
Okay, so then...
His villain is regardless of, Spider-Man going against... He didn't really go up against Thanos straight up. I mean, they fought, but they fought like a little. But he had help. He didn't fight on one, right? So the point I'm trying to make, Green Goblin, all the destruction, all the stuff that he did in that movie, he is the #1 villain for Spider-Man.
I'll never doubt
straight
that.
up.
He killed Gwen Stacy.
Like he messed Spider-Man up. He took his aunt from him. You know what I'm saying? And he
laughed at it.
And you know what I'm saying? So I think the point of that scene was to set that presence of destruction of who Goblin was. I don't think it was accurate of like, you know, power level wise, because we all know Spider-Man is super strong. I mean, he's strong. He's always been pulling his punches with everybody.
I agree.
So,
but I just think that honestly, Tom looks like he's supposed to be stronger because he's holding the ferry together. He's catching cars.
Yeah.
But then you got Toby, who obviously put their hands on the Green Goblin.
He stopped trains and he stopped.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. He did do that.
That's just strong.
I feel like maybe Tom's Spider-Man is not grown yet. Maybe that's because the last three movies were origin story, right?
Yeah, I mean, if you're doing genetics, and, you know, when you get older, you get stronger. I mean, age-wise, you know, I think they're all in their 20s or whatever, and he's
maybe I'm rambling about this. How about this? I'm gonna rate the movie.
Rate it.
You want me to rate it?
Rate it.
Okay, I'm gonna give it a solid 6.5.
Damn. I mean, hey, how you doing, guys? Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Well, I know you wasn't expecting that. I held it in for myself for a while.
I honestly think he just did that for wow factor right now.
No, I really did not. I'm upset with the movie.
He gave that thing a 6.5.
I'm upset with the movie. I think it could have been. I think they missed a lot of opportunities.
Hold up. So, what do you give Captain Marvel?
Probably around the same.
Okay.
I haven't seen it in a while.
I'm just trying to see where like I'm Captain Marvel. I don't know if that's the worst Marvel movie.
No, it's not.
But I was just seeing.
We all know that. Okay, so you.
What's the worst Marvel movie?
Okay.
What's the worst movie? The new phase, not one out your ass.
No, what do you mean by new phase?
Don't say Incredible Hulk, because I'll argue with that one.
No, I actually like that one.
Oh, okay, so what's the worst Marvel movie?
I did not like
Guardians of the Galaxy 2?
There's two. No, there's two movies. They're really
Please tell us.
Iron Man 3 was horrible.
I like some things on it.
There's nothing I like about that movie.
I like some things.
And
I like the suit of armor that fight scene at the end.
Thor: The Dark World was horrible.
I don't disagree with you on that one. I think, like, that's probably, like, with Ragnarok being made, they can probably skip that one. Hey, everything that happened in movie 1, we just erase that. And we just go 1, and then we go to 3, and then we'll go to the Thunder. I mean, besides, I guess that's where the Queen died. So that's only really the significant thing.
I mean, that and the ether, you find out where the ether is.
Yeah, you find out what the ether is, but it's not really doesn't play a significant role that you're going to bring the ether back. Like, none of those, like, the cube, none of it really played a significant role besides it being related to the ring, and then that was it.
I mean, I'm just saying.
We did all that work for the rings, and this is like, this new phase, man, I'm interested to see what it does. Because
I think we're going into the
multiverse.
I think we're going to go into a different type of Avengers, like the multiversal Avengers. Like you're going to get a different Avengers movie. I think they're moving into the Ultimate Avengers, but I think they're moving into.
But the Ultimate's just a realistic version of.
Not that kind. They always alter things. What I mean by the Ultimates, where there was a thing called Ultimate Power. There was a comic book series called The Ultimates, and then there's the Ultimate Avengers.
Okay.
The Ultimate Avengers were consisted of I think America Chavez, maybe Black Panther. I mean, really heavy hitter people. Blue Marvel.
So let's tie that in with the movies. So Rhodes, you think he'll be an Avenger? War Machine. You think he'll be one?
No.
You think he'll be Don Cheadle's done?
I think he's done.
You think Don Cheadle's done? We're not gonna see any more of Don Cheadle.
War Machine's done.
I will be very disappointed.
He's done.
Well, he's getting the series Armor
Wars.
Yeah. That's got him in it.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
So I apologize. Maybe I.
Okay, so we'll come back to that then.
We do. We need to.
Let's
speaking of Thor. Yeah, speaking of Thor, let's roll that in. So
go ahead, hit it with it.
So Thor versus female Thor.
Yeah.
I know there's gonna be a lot of people thinking about that.
So she's in
She looks like she's in Love and Thunder.
Yeah, apparently.
And Natalie Portman looks stocked. She got them guns out.
Do you think they know who she is? Like, is that something that we?
So I mean,
can we indulge that information?
I mean, we can. Because clearly shows her as Thor.
Jane Foster, right?
Yeah. So in the
comic book.
Yeah, in the comic books, but also in the movie preview for Thor: Love and Thunder, you have Jane Foster as Thor.
Yeah.
I obviously think that she was a great Thor. I have no problem with her.
Right.
She had some great stories. She actually defeated the Man-God. If you guys don't know what that is, that's pretty much almost an undefeatable monster that even Odin's afraid of.
Okay.
She threw him into the sun with Mjolnir. So Jane Foster is, to me, a more interesting Thor because she has, like...
different values.
Yeah, so, like, she cares about stuff.
She's not like Thor. Thor, drinker. I mean, he pretty much what the Greek mythology, the Northern mythology is.
Yeah.
With her, I think she takes a different approach. I think she wants to be a different Thor because she remember him when she first met him.
Another. Throwing the glass down.
Rude and you know. I think she becomes a protector. Like she actually goes out of space and does a lot of work.
Well, plus we got to remember Thor stepping into that Odin role.
Well, I wonder. That's why I'm going to be confused. Is he going to be stuck going into that Odin role, or is he going to be stepping into that Wanderer? You know, because I know that there's a series where he's just a wandering Thor.
Yeah, that happens because he loses
purpose. He
loses faith in himself, and he loses Mjolnir.
And I think that's going to happen because I remember Valkyrie. She's going to be head of the new Asgard. She's the president of them. She gave her that title. So
we can kind of confuse you here. So here's the thing:
okay.
The comic books and the movies, they kind of work off each other. Now it seems like Marvel's following the comic books, and then all of a sudden it's flipped.
Right.
Now it seems like the comic books are following the movies. So here's how it works. I think that Jane Foster becomes Thor. She finds old Mjolnir. It's old cracked. They rebuild it. Boom. She's Thor now. I think, like you're saying, Thor goes on a quest to find himself, to figure out who he really is. Takes Stormbreaker, as they call it. I call it Yarnborn.
Well, I saw him. He kind of put it up. Like he had it kind of post on. It looked like a grave marker, but I'm not too sure.
I think that was signifying his self going into peace mode.
Well, because he said retire. He says, I'm retiring. That's what the trailer. They'll say retiring. So
I'm going to say that, female Thor and male Thor. Two different dichotomies of Thor, but the basics are simple. They both love Midgard, which is Earth. They're both trying to come to an ultimate goal of just protect Midgard. I find that
you just say Earth.
Earth, yeah, and then I feel like that Thor is successing into something else, another role.
I'm interested.
I am too, and I really want to see him come to fruition and have that full power of the Odin Force. We saw a little snippet of it, but I think that he's gonna finally realize who he really is.
Isn't the Guardians of the Galaxy are they gonna do a cameo or aren't they in it?
He's got to be in it he's in it because I saw the trailer.
I don't remember their names, but in the first ones he had like I don't call them sidekicks, but like
Are you talking about his rock friend?
They died. No. The first one.
You're talking about the Warriors 3 with Sif.
But they died though.
They're all dead except for Sif.
Sif is still on, and I think she's in this time.
Is she?
I think so.
That'd be news on me. I can find that out.
So I'm pretty sure I read something that she's going to be in it. But yeah or nay?
I'm yaying it all the way.
I'm gonna yay it too.
God.
I mean, maybe another trailer will probably help me, but I'll probably watch this in theaters, man.
Just for yourself, go pick up maybe Original Sin. Then after that, pick up Jason Aaron's run on Thor, War of Hammers, all that good stuff. Pick that up. Then pick up God of Hammers, and you'll see the full totality of Jane Foster to Thor getting back Mjolnir. And eventually Jane Foster turning into a Valkyrie instead of being a Thor.
That's evolution of Jane Foster.
That's what she is now in the comic.
She's going to be an Avenger too. Well, she is in the comic books. I don't know what they're going to do. I have no idea what they're going to do with the new Phase.
I'm so lost in the new Phase.
Yeah, I have no idea, but I'm excited to see it, man.
I'm kind of tired of the Marvel formulaic thing, but I'm excited.
I'm gonna watch it.
I'm gonna watch it.
It just depends if I'm gonna watch it in theaters or Disney Plus.
All right, well, let's move on to the next one.
Bullet Train, man.
That trailer had me hyped.
Yeah, man, it looks dope. I'm excited. Brad Pitt, he's a good actor.
Dude, they played Scorpion from Mortal Kombat's in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They had a couple people. I think it was Bad Bunny. I saw him in it. He was in there.
I think Mikey told me that. Shout out to Mikey. He said, "Who'd you say was in it? Aaron Taylor Johnson."
Kick-Ass? Yeah, dude from Kick-Ass.
Yeah.
It looks good. I want to see it. It looks fun. It looks like a shut your brain off. Hit them. Killer slash movie. Fun. Little jokes.
Kind of lucky number 11, as Mike pointed out earlier.
Yeah. I want to see it. I think. I like Brad movies. I think Brad Pitt is a good actor. I liked what's the movie? Troy. I think he was dope in Troy. I thought he was dope.
I thought he was good in Troy. I have problems with that movie, but yeah, I like Troy.
You can have problems with his story.
Look,
But I thought he was dope. I think
was
Troy,
he Achilles?
Yeah, he was Achilles.
Yeah.
I think honestly, I think Troy kind of opened up those kind of genre, because I know 300 came out. And then some other Ronin movie came out as well. But I know Troy's dope. This is a good movie.
Yeah, I like Brad Pitt in
what was he?
No, what's that movie he did back in the day? Snatch. That's it.
Snatch is good.
You guys...
I like Seven with Morgan Freeman.
What's in the box?
Seven was good. I like Brad Pitt. I think
I think it's really good. I think it's really good. Yeah, I think it's good. Like you said, shut your brain off, watch a movie.
Did we say it was John Woo was the director?
I think that's what you said. I'm not sure.
I think you saw it online.
Was it John Woo?
We'll double check that.
I'll throw it in the comments in the bottom.
Yeah,
I'll let you know.
Well, but that's it, man.
That's it?
I think that's the rest of the show. Where we at on time, man?
I mean, we're running right on time.
Do you have anything coming up that was? I know I gave dates for roller derby. Let me just click on my phone here.
I do, however, want to let you guys know. I'll give you the full story on the next episode of first female Thor, man Thor. I'll give you full Monty on that one.
Oh, you didn't do that?
Not really.
Oh, there's more?
I got a little bit. Oh, there's so much more.
Well, I think you should probably just do a nerd bite on that matter.
Maybe you guys should tune in for a nerd bite and just watch it out.
That's what the nerd bite is for.
I mean,
doing that content that we can't really go really deep into.
That's why I kind of left you guys kind of ambiguous on it. Like, look at it yourself. Figure out what you want to do.
So, roller derby at Fort Walton Skate over on Racetrack. We got May 28th, July 16th, and August 27th. They're entertaining, man. They got food there. I think they have like beer if you drink beer. But I know they got hot dogs and hamburgers. Roller
derby where? Say it again.
Racetrack where the skate 8.
Okay.
The tropical smoothie.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's an awesome show. So I would take your family. It's a family oriented.
You said something about that a couple episodes back. So I'm glad you remembered.
I'm definitely probably gonna go if nothing comes up.
All right, so shout out Mikey for being in the house.
Yes,
Brandon,
sir.
what's up, guys?
What's up, man?
Thank you guys for being there. Our technicians.
Like,
By the way, we couldn't do this without other people's help. Sometimes it's just really difficult. So we appreciate those people that come and take the time out. Click that nerd. Well, all right, guys. I think that's going to do it for this episode.
Yes, sir, man. It's a great honor to be able to do a Cliq Nerd episode with my man KC over here.
That's right, U-Wade. Pleasure's the same right here, buddy. I appreciate you, man. Look, guys, we thank you for watching, man. We appreciate y'all, man. Thank you for being kind, man. Yeah, that's great.
Let's click that nerd.
Every single time.
Click that nerd.
Click it, baby. Peace.
Like, honestly.